It's because of these negative emotional states that change feels so hard. I've known so many people telling me that it's normal to feel depressed after birth, that it's normal to take time outside sex after birth. In today's video, I'm gonna share with you my 5 simple yet powerful goals I'm setting for 2025 to stay fit, present, organized, and happier. Hello everyone, and welcome back on my YouTube channel. The first thing I decided to set for 2025 is being aware and present. The goal is to create a bigger understanding, more and more aware of the things that trigger me deeply, because that's something in it for me to understand. Aware specifically on my emotions. Now I have a son, and it really is bringing up the triggers that were maybe like lying down into my subconscious or unconsciousness. They are all coming out. And so I want to be for him someone that he can look up to. We have been unconsciously conditioning the body to those negative emotional states, and society does this very, very well to keep us in those low vibration. Because if you're a depressed mother, if you identify yourself as depressed, of course I do know there are cases that are outside what I'm actually trying to share, but for the majority, I do believe that we as women hold so much power, and that we can get out of those emotional states. So those limiting beliefs are not facts. We are creators, and therefore we have to acknowledge our powers and step up for ourselves. Stop with the bad talk. Negative things can happen all the time. Just right at the beginning of January, I got robbed in central London in broad daylight. And I can tell you, I was feeling unlucky. I felt like, why me? I was with my son as well, so I got really, really scared, and I started to have this roll of negative emotions that if I didn't put a stop, I would probably still be in that state. You have a fearful thought, your brain releases stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. Your thoughts are literally creating the biological states, and that's a realization, my friends, that I didn't have. So for me, after birth, I found myself thinking of all the women that are going through so much pain, not only physically, but in the brain, in the mindset. I've known so many people telling me that it is normal to feel depressed after birth, that it is normal to take time outside sex after birth. And so I went into it a bit skeptical, because I'm a person that really questions everything they tell me. And I looked at it and I thought with myself that if I allow myself to be a depressed person, then depression is all that's waiting for me. Goal number 2 is start a fitness routine. I wanted to slowly ease back into fitness, because before I was a major obsessed with fitness, especially martial arts. I have a video on how to choke people and all that kind of things. I was so into it. And so for me is to ease back into fitness. Right now, I am definitely focusing into more gentle kind of stretch. And if you're a mother, you know very well how challenging it can be to restart again and to see your body going through so much change. We really have to be kind to ourselves. We don't need to compare ourselves. So that's very important. I'm telling you, mom, right there, or anybody, do not compare yourself to any of these Instagram models, to anybody. When can you actually train? Anytime where I can see some possibility. Like, for example, I went to the park the other day with my son, and there was a playground, and I decided to just start and play. And that is kind of a fitness routine. That's movement, and that's good. So anything that you can fit into, that's perfect. You go, girl. Goal number 3, a deep cleaning once a week. Depending on whether you live in a big mansion or in a tiny house, deep cleaning has to be tackled no matter what. Every week, I tackle a specific area of the house that I want to declutter. Goal number 4, journaling my thoughts. Journaling helps me reflect on my day, clear my mind, and better understand my emotions. Just a few minutes of writing, it makes such a big difference for me, because this practice gives me a moment for myself to express my thoughts and emotions. And also, for personal growth, it helps me understand myself better. So when I have maybe a moment where I don't feel where I feel triggered, I do go back on my journal on a time where I felt triggered and just read how I responded. And I wish I journaled more, because there were many of those times. And so if I had journaled them, probably I would have put all that in a place where I could have taken the time and not just pass through those emotions, and obviously the cycle recontinues because you don't give enough time to yourself to process. And so journaling, big one. Goal number 5 is to dance and sing with my son daily. It is a goal for me because it's such a joyful experience and something that it will really stay in my heart and mind for forever. That when I do that, it literally creates such a beautiful energy inside me. And seeing my son that is so young, feeling that, and we're going all that together, through that together, is just priceless. And so I would encourage you to do the same. Put your favorite song, doesn't matter what you're dancing on or singing to, just put your favorite song and see yourself and your little ones loving it. And plus, it is a great way to put some movement into singing while dancing. It is really a workout. I do sweat. Thank you for staying right to the end. I have a pro tip with you. One of my favorite way to keep myself present, and that is acknowledging our posture all the time. Obviously, all the time means as much as you are aware, because to maintain a straight, right posture means that you have to put attention in the body. If attention is in the body, then we can be more grounded and we are rooted in here, in this reality. We're not like chitty-chatting with some ex-boyfriend of decades ago. We're just here, we're rooting in here. Check this posture. It is going to improve majorly. And also notice that because I looked up to this woman and the way she was portraying herself was literally a power presence. You could feel her presence as powerful just by the way she was standing, by the way she was portraying herself. When you see this kind of people, you be jealous or you rather feel inspired. And guess which one we choose? Yes, we fucking be better inspired. We ain't jealous in here. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you have a wonderful start of 2025 and I hope you get everything your heart desires. And also please leave a like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye! See you next time.